Well, it's been like a month and a half, apparently. But I checked my account. I checked my channel. I don't know if they took the other ones down, but it seems I have not reacted to this motherfucker in like a few days. Like a good amount of days. And it's likely because I'm running out of videos to watch, because most of these are just Russian, and I don't know if some of them might go over my head, and obviously I might not understand some of them that well. Somebody said I could watch the Russian ones with English titles, subtitles, but I don't think that would be really that good. You know, like, I prefer it to be actually subbed over in English, but most episodes are not subbed, and likelihood they never will be. That's what somebody told me. So I guess we gotta watch what we do have. I don't think there's a part 7, but I watched all of the ones leading up to part 6 so far, so fuck it, let's go, part 6. Not much else to say. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I mean, I'm gonna try to, like, I don't know what to expect. You never know what to expect with these videos. I don't know what to say sometimes. Like, they're just like shocked because I'm trying to see what the hidden message is. Let's go. God damn.
I know. The most offensive crime is to call on people to stand up and express their independence and freedom.
Hold on. People. The most crime is to what now?
To stand up and express. I know. The most offensive crime is to call on people to stand up and express their independence and freedom. It's a road that leads straight to chaos and mutual obliteration.
So is this about a totalitarian society? This what I'm seeing here? Like, no freedom for the citizens?
I just knew not what I was doing. But I understand now. But if you just give me the chance, I'll explain it to all of them. Hey, you! Do you really think my true mission was to awaken your noble and precious so-called independence? Are you totally stupid? The masses' destiny is to be obedient and harbor illusions and fears. If you mishandle freedom, my friends, then it will tear you to bits. Fear freedom!
That is true, you know. You do mishandle freedom. It can, you know, like, there's no pro without a con, you know, like, you can have too much freedom. I feel like some people in the US might have too much freedom. And it's the doom, it's our doom, the fact that we have too much. No, I wouldn't say we have too much freedom either. That's in some areas, I guess. In some specific, like, cases and examples, maybe.
Be afraid!
Well, did I say everything right? Huh?
Just pot down a baby.
Now here's what I really think about all of this.
Oh, you heard that? Did I say everything right from the kid to what, the leader? To please the leader? Saying like, oh, freedom is bad, whatever.
The truth is that life has one small but vital element. Eventually, children grow up.
That is true.
They get a bit bigger, a bit freer, a bit more educated than their fathers. Understand?
Yeah,
they're no longer willing to stand in endless lines, run, get you another beer, or carry away your garbage.
The children want something more than that.
But Daddy replies that he's not interested in hearing the opinion of a spoiled little freedom-loving snot. Oh no! He wants you to be an A sheep, a face in the crowd, and not the individual you are.
That's very true. Is father here also like a double entendre for like your dad and also like a authority figure, another like political authority figure as well? Like, they don't want you to really bitch if you have too much free. They don't want you to say shit if you have freedom, or for the limited freedom that you do have, whatever. Something like that.
The idea is simple. The system controls you as long as you are all the same. But if everyone starts thinking outside the box, the system won't have enough rules or methods or hands to spank each and every one. You are torn between the romanticism of
there wouldn't be as much order. You know, that reminds me of the rat race. I can say that's right, when everybody's like a cog in a machine, and they got everybody under control. You know, they drive in a box in a sort of like what is it? Individual, no, what do they call it when you individualize? No, you alienate someone. So you alienate yourself in a box to drive to your job, which a lot of the times for people here in the US, it's like a box, another box, a cubicle, right? And then after you're done doing that for 8 hours, you're 9 to 5, come home in another box, you know, to just come home to another box, which is the house. You know, the box there's a car, it's a box. Your cubicle, it's a box. Your car, I've already mentioned a car. But I mentioned car twice in the example. That's why I said it twice. House is a box, okay? And what do you do when you're after a hard day's work? You come home, you sit down, you grab yourself a nice drink or something, you lay back on the couch, you put your feet up, and you watch mythology. You watch propaganda just being fed to you through another box called a TV. It's sort of similar to what I have right in front of me, but it's more of a monitor. What I have, not a TV. But that's how it would really be, though. You know, they be giving you all this shit through these boxes, bro. Motherfuckers, they really have motherfuckers under control. And then what they teach you on the news is, oh, all your beliefs and shit are all true. They're all right. You're not wrong. You don't need to question any of your beliefs. You have it right. You believe the correct thing. And those guys over there, they're your enemy. Don't even think about it twice. They're the problem. Nothing else. And then that's what they teach them.
Opposition and the desire to adapt and conform and survive. That's when you get a sock in the jaw. You're just a speck. Get to the back of the line.
Hold on, give me
Pay attention. The most subtle and the highest revolt is merely the ability, in any situation, to always remain true.
To yourself, authenticity. Friedrich Nietzsche.
To yourself, and proudly carry your identity like a flag.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with a sense of self-importance. One can be small while remaining big. I forgot whose quote that was.
Excuse me? What did he say? One can remain big while remaining small?
Be small while remaining big.
That's backwards.
I forgot whose quote that was. Yes, exactly. It's from simple to complicated. As a first step, write I, me, myself, and mine everywhere you possibly can with big uppercase letters. In documents, emails, blogs, and articles everywhere. It's so easy, but soon you will discover
We'll do that already.
how difficult it is, because it will start raising...
Isn't everybody obsessed with themselves? I mean, in some sense. But it depends on how they see themselves. It depends on the words and the language and the linguistics that they use when they, you know, interact with the world and how they see themselves and their place in the world, you know? Because when you ask somebody, hey, yo, tell me about you, first thing they say is a job title. You know, that's like the first thing they go to. Or something that's not really anything, because of course it's you couldn't really describe your life in one word. I mean, people are always changing and we're very complex. So I guess to not have the shit of not asking that question at all, you have to simplify. But why is the first simplification that you make simply just stating a job title? Like, that's how people really see themselves in the world.
Questions. But for all the rest of you, I repeat, be afraid of freedom. It's capable of...
It's capable of a lot of things. Can't name one thing. Fuck it, part 9.
Yeah, no way I can compete with you. I'm just an animated character with a funny voice, while you're an actual, real-life person. With your intellect and your experience, you're practically a god. All my verbalized thoughts definitely fall woefully short of your fancy inquiring mind's research.
I don't know, you have some pretty deep thoughts, man. I don't know how you kind of communicate them better than I really could. And also, you have a very different experience than me, so you're like a whole different world to experience.
Whatever I spew on here could be said better by you, my friend, but you just don't need to. You can express your public stances by simply clicking the like button, or with a smug comment. So what? And take notice that no one will dare to reproach you with dialectic relativism.
They think they're really interacting with people just by, oh, I'm getting my daily sense of news. I'm getting my daily dose of reality by getting up in the morning and watching the news. Daily dose of reality, yeah. And I'm getting real interaction by leaving a like button on this post, yeah. I'm interacting. I'm being social.
No one will reproach you with that. It must be awesome being you. There once was a wise old teacher. He was so great that people didn't even understand what they could learn from him. Some said he used to be some kind of filthy rich and powerful businessman, but then he forsook the vanities of the world after realizing the true nature of life. And then one seeker, the very bravest of all of them, comes to him and says, "Oh, great and wise teacher, I'm disappointed in this world. It's rotten to the very core. Help me obtain the vision of truth, please." And then the teacher answered,
Okay. I shall impart to thee the truest knowledge.
But first, could you help me out by bringing me a gizmo that can do the most amazing thing?
Oh shit! Don't ask me to. Am I gonna have to try to listen to what he said? I don't. Is that actually intelligible?
By bringing me a gizmo that can do the most amazing thing.
Yeah, I'm not good at doing that. But all I know is the first things he said are do amazing things. That's what he said after that.
The teacher whispered something right into the seeker's ear. Overjoyed, the seeker ran off to buy the gizmo. He asked.
I don't want to pause it too much, but that's what people always look for, right? General wisdom. They always seek a leader that can tell them what to do and where to go when they don't know where to go.
But nobody knew a thing about it. And he felt too embarrassed to come back empty-handed. So he went to another town, then another, further and further, but nobody anywhere had ever heard of such a device. So many long years later, the Seeker, who by then was a businessman who owned many amazing device factories, returned to the place he'd first heard of the rare gizmo device thingy. And he brought with him a whole trainload of amazing equipment. The Seeker was pleased with himself. He had designed and produced things that had never existed before. He had to be worthy to learn the truth now, right? But the teacher's hut was empty. The Seeker had come too late for the most important lesson of his life. He ordered the devices he'd brought with him to be given to the townsfolk, and he settled into the teacher's hut. But soon he was visited by new Seekers. They asked,
"Oh, great teacher, what must we do to grasp the true meaning of things?"
The teacher smiled.
Okay, I'll tell you, but first, could you bring me a little gizmo that turns into...
Oh, what? How can I put that into words? What is being represented there?
And he whispered something into the Seeker's ears. Well, did you listen to the story? So what?
So is that about our leaders sort of just not being like arbitrarily chosen by nature, just by being the best leader? They're sort of just, wait, no, they are arbitrarily they're chosen at random by people. Like, people give them that status. It's not like they necessarily earned it or they're good enough to have it, but like, people will listen to them anyway because they're dying for a authority figure. Like, they really want somebody that can tell them what to do a lot of the times. I think I'm probably so far off. If somebody's better than me at what it's trying to say, because it's all about Russia. Like, I'm trying to do my own interpretations, and I'm not the best when it comes to doing interpretations, if I must say so myself. Not the best when it comes to that. So I have no idea what else part. Yes, the next one over, part 24. Now let's just watch the one that comes after this, just because even though they're not in order, I don't think it matters because I'm gonna skip some anyway. So I might as well go to any one of them, I guess. How much is this? Part 58.
Yes, you're right. I'm quite confident you are the one who got
Neo?
the message.
Neo?
Then why am I looking at you like you're a piece of shit? One who got the message. Then why am I looking at you like you're a piece of shit? But do you ever look at people any other way? Just relax,
so.
Groovy Brothers. I understand each one of you. He wanted to be a musician, but instead cultivates blisters on his butt from his office chair. She dreamt of being an actress, but all she learned is to fake orgasm.
Oh, you know what this reminds me of? When that motherfucker said, you know, the most richest place in the world isn't like... It's a graveyard. That's it. That's the whole thing. The richest place in the world is a graveyard because people die with their dreams.
Performing all her greatest dramatic roles in the kitchen. So, what do we get? 1/3 of life goes to sleeping, another third to eat shit, laugh, and the remaining third to hating the beloved job. Yet you could have been doing something real. Laugh in the kitchen.
Repeat
So,
that?
what do we get? 1/3 of life goes to sleeping, another third to eat shit, laugh, and the remaining third to hating the beloved job. Yet you could have been doing something real. Do you get that? But where did your precious dream go?
Oh, I got fucking beaten the fuck out of you.
But don't fret, my dears. You see, we're all like that. Separately, each of us is a personality with a capital P.
But once there are two of us, one
Has to be the piece of shit.
Each one scrutinizes the other, avidly searching for personality flaws. Look at him, he still lives with his parents. She got knocked up, and now he's gonna marry her.
Look at the ancient wheels this doofus drives. Can you even believe it?
I just got no boobs and she's growing a mustache. This unbridled hatred and scorn that you feel for each other, this mutual venom, is the only thing that makes you into a unified whole at all.
Cogs. You see the cogs? That was a cog. You seen that? That's the imagery. It's like people don't achieve their dreams. They conform and they listen to what people tell them to do. Like their family's like, yo, no, don't risk that. Don't play it safe. Just get the. I mean, I actually haven't seen this that much firsthand, but like a lot of people say that that's how it really is. Thankfully, I don't. Well, I actually have had my parents tell me to play it safe. I have. My dad has. So yeah, I can relate. I just don't think about it that much, like, because obviously I don't listen. Like I don't want to do all it. Like I'm not built for that, bro. I'm not. But I can't say that. I can't say I'm not built for 9 to 5. Nobody believes they're built for 9 to 5 and they work at 9 to 5 anyway. Nobody wants to work at 9 to 5. That's the rat race. But it's like people die. Like people's dreams die, and they die with them. You know, because they just let the challenges and the pressure and the fucking dirt that gets thrown on them, but everything that's beautiful needed dirt to grow. That's soil, you know. Tell me anything that's beautiful that ain't have no dirt on it. But like people, when they get dirt thrown on them, they just give up on their dreams, you know. Because I mean, like obviously they want to, you know, they want to impress people. They want to do right by people. We're social creatures, like and emotional social creatures first and foremost. We're not necessarily just dreaming creatures. I mean that's like a thing that we can do and that we do, but that's really come first, you know. Which is crazy because I mean, there's a lot of things that have become true because of dreams, but not many dreams do make it to reality, you know, and that's the sad part. But it's like you can't have in this system. It wouldn't work for everybody to do what they want to do, though. Like, come to think about it, right? You couldn't have everybody be really wealthy. Could you have everybody making passive income to the point where they're well off and there's no poverty and there's nobody that's gone below the line? Like, is that something that's even achievable if everybody strapped themselves up by their bootstraps and started working really hard today? You know, is that something that's even possible? That's the real question. Systems aren't really built for that. You know, likely no.
Surrounded by bad men.
No.
I am honest, surrounded by crooks. A genius in a land of fools. I'm
You
D'Artagnan
still
and the rest of you.
have to believe that you can make it, you know, because there's always going to be somebody that doesn't believe. So that's not necessarily something that you really need to worry about, I feel, because people are not going to believe in their own ability. They're going to give up. So it's not like that's ever going to become a problem that too many people are doing so great and that they deserve so much money. Like certain people just give up and they conform and they don't try. They just play it safe. So that's something that you really need to worry about when it comes to getting a lot of money. People say, oh, you know, not everybody can be rich, so that is going to explain, you know, that's going to allow me to feel better about the fact that I'm not rich and I can keep doing me without trying much harder and using up more cognitive resources to find a way to get rich, since I believe it's all kind of rigged anyway. And I believe that there's not enough space for everybody, so why would there be space for me? And that's how a lot of people think too.
Suck! But if everyone smells like shit to you, maybe it's because you crapped yourself. Yet you wonder, why is it that I always seem to be getting fucked in my civic hole by the government, by moves from the idiot box, by all the ass lickers? Well, how else can you treat a herd where everyone thinks of each other as a bunch of moronic idiots?
Oh, welcome to America.
How hard do you need to be pummeled and prodded until you finally see yourselves in others, and instead of saying me, and then you finally say we? Did they not explain this to you on the evening news on Primetime Network TV? Of course not. They told you to be unique and nurture and foster your otherness. Am I right? Well, keep it up. Be original. Become.
You have to think about yourself. That also is that. That's a problem too. Also, seeing yourself as an individual is sort of problematic because you could also see yourself as interbeing with other people. You know, you could see yourself as a member of a community. You can see yourself as a friend. You can see yourself as a lot of things. I mean, to only see yourself as an individual, everything has its uses. But to only see yourself as an individual and not somebody that is a loving person who is connected to all these human beings in some strange way that you can't really explain. And look at them. They're applauding you. They're saying good.
Be the champion of ass sores at your office, or get an Oscar for best faked orgasm. Cheat your business partners out of their money. Tear at each other's throats, arguing about who understood Freeman better. So, tell me, did your big fancy collective consciousness actually get the message?
Probably not.
Or do you still feel sure you yourself are the chosen one?
Chosen one to do what? To get my dreams? To break away? To not conform? To be different? I mean, shit. Collective consciousness. That's what these videos are for. Collective consciousness. Somebody let me know what he's talking about. But I can see some of the comments right here. I love how he says, I'm a genius filled with world of fools. The screen fades to black, reflecting your face. See, this is things that I don't even notice. I don't even see it, but these are really well made. You know, very symbolic. And very, like, there's a lot of things written into them. United we stand, together we fall. One voice is weak on its own, but many are powerful together. United we stand, together we fall. Huh. That's always been the saying, right? United we stand. No, that... Separated? What's always been the saying? Has that always been the saying? United... Together we stand, united we fall. I think it's the opposite, the way that it's always been. But that's not what... I guess he's putting it backwards because... That's what people want to tell you. That's what people are led to believe. That, oh, they're better off united and not together. Right? Because then people don't break away. And people don't actually even question the system. You know, that's the people that have the most power, that the people that control the knowledge, like scientists, not people in political power like presidents. No, it's the people that even control the things that you think about, the way that you even think about the world, the language that you use, the linguistics, and the way that you see yourself as a human being in the world. Whoever can dictate these ways of thinking and these frameworks from which upon you will see yourself in the world, they have the most power. Because otherwise, you know, you'll never question things. You'll just say that these things are just the way the world is. That's just the way it is. We all have to work. We all have to get a 9 to 5. It's just the way of the world, baby. Just reality, right? That's just that's what a lot of people say. It's just facts. It's just reality. It's just the way the world is. Don't try to change it. Don't question it. Don't fight against it. It's just the way the world is. That's what a lot of people would say. Because, of course, how can you not see it that way? I mean, who doesn't work? Everybody works around here. Everybody has to make a fucking living. So, the way that this capitalism shit works. And what do you do? What do you do? I could give you 1,000 different things that you could do, but it doesn't really matter. None of them. They just don't get done. They just don't get done. I'm out. My head's hurting. See you guys. Take care. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know if what I missed a lot of things, and if you caught it and you know more about this stuff and what it's symbolizing, then do let me know. And if you made it to the end, you're the GOAT. Like, honestly, you're great. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. And leave a sub and all that if you want to. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it just seems like Russia and the U.S., like, there's similarities. There's a lot of things that are very similar. Right, because this is a Russian channel, so I'm guessing he's talking about Russian society, but it's very applicable over here too. You know, you very much see like these trends. Like, yeah, there's patterns in the world. You know, certain people, what happens in one place, oh, you're likely gonna see it over here too. It's not too odd. It's not too rare. You know. But yeah.